Hey you guys, I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow look today with the Moonlit Seduction palette. But first, I'm going to grab a shade from here. Obviously, you know it's about to be that one. Because I use this on my brow bone and all that. So this is usually how I start. All right. All right. I'm going to start with, oh, it's kind of hard to, but I'm going to start with this shade. Hang on. It definitely goes on better with the finger. It's just my fingers are too fat to get into where I need to get in. So now I'm going with this one. I'm sorry I'm trying to show you, but this palette is so ate up. Like literally some of the shades are falling out because I've used the heck out of it. And believe it or not, it's actually my newest mothership palette. I just happen to use this one the most. I actually just keep it sitting on my desk because pretty much every day I know I'm going to grab it for something. All right. That's so pretty. All right. So then I just mix the two berry burgundy shades. This is the wrong kind of brush, but I really need to wash my brushes, so just use whatever you got. All right, I'm gonna grab a smaller one for the lash line. Yeah, I don't have one hardly. And sometimes I go in with the gray that's in this palette, but it's so inconsistent for me. I don't know what it is about that specific shade, but I actively kind of avoid trying to use it now because it will sometimes mess up my look quite badly. All right, I'm still just mixing those two together because I don't want to do too much. All right, and then I take the topper shade that's in here, the really white glittery one, and I usually just add like a little extra, or I mix that on top of the other one that's already on me. Okay. I'm gonna go back in with the first one a little bit more too. Trying to get it to spread how I want it. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the eyeliner. This is the Wet n Wild one. My eyes are extremely hooded, so this is like the reason that I do it this way is because of that. Ay. All right, I'm so incredibly sorry if you could not see any of that. I'm probably going to pause it for a minute, but I know when people give hooded eye advice a lot, they tell you to draw like an enormous bat wing over the eye, and I really dislike how that looks on me. So a lot of the times I will actually do either a smaller wing or I will actually go a little bit lower, like in a downturn type of position. But let me finish and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so now that I have that somewhat situated, I'm just gonna run this Victoria Beckham eyeliner like underneath because I forgot to do that part and I don't like when it creates a gap. All right. And then I'm going to curl my lashes with the Shiseido lash curler. And then once I add mascara, it's actually going to look a little bit better. All right. Ooh. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Just going to do the top right now because I didn't do concealer yet. I love how wet the eyeshadow look is. Looks really nice. All right. See? For me, that's just better for every day. All right, I'm going to prep my skin a little bit for foundation with the Elta MD Skin Recovery Essence, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take a little of this sticky primer. It's by CoverGirl. Ooh, I only have a little bit. I literally am almost out of this one. It's one of the few that I found that doesn't have niacinamide in it, which my skin cannot handle even a little bit. And this one doesn't have it. Oh, yeah, I'm almost out. Ay, ay, ay. and ignore my hair for now. It'll be better later. Okay. I'm going to try to give that a minute to soak. But other than that, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Futurist Skin Tint Serum. This is 1 in 2. Ooh, guess I'll use this type of brush. This is a really, really, really old brush. It was like one of the Lauren Hutton sets from a long time ago. All right, hopefully that's soaked in enough because I'm going to go in with a little bit. Okay, I don't want to do too much now. Especially around my nose because that's where it gathers up. It just will not stick. And I'm really picky about like my foundation looking smooth. Oh my gosh, I hope this brush does me right. It looks really dewy today. Hopefully it dries down soon. Oh, it looks really dewy on camera too. I'm extremely dry skinned, so even like those foundations just will completely dry down. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's drying down a lot better than I expected it to. Let's see. Next, I'm gonna use the Almay. This, I think the shade is called Nearly Nude, but this is so perfecting. When I heard some other people talk about, they were like, "Oh, this is special. This shade is special. Like, you need to get this." I already had it at that time, and I was like so in agreement. There's something special about this one, but it just looks really nice. It's, for me, it's between a bronzer and a blush, sort of. It's really, really, really pretty. Pretty much goes with everything. All right, so just a little bit of that. I'm going to take this Sephora contour. This one is the, oh, it came off. The shade came off, but it's the lightest one. I didn't know what shade to get, and I was like between the lightest and the second lightest, and she was like, oh, well, maybe just get this one since you already have the stick in the lightest shade. Just gonna go a little on my nose. It deposited way too much right there. All right, I had to get a different brush. My skin was too moist. Aye. All right, I'm gonna leave that for now, but probably have to go back and fix that. Anyway, I'm going to take a bit on my brush that I had before. hair clip that's doing absolutely nothing for me. Okay. I'm gonna go in with the Bobbi Brown blush and pink flame. All right, pink flame. And yes, it really does apply that easy. There wasn't even a point in looking for a brush. Don't worry, you guys, it's gonna come together. You're like, when? Soon. Okay. See how pretty that is? That's so cute. All right. The concealer is Catrice True Skin Cool Cashmere. Not gonna do a ton. Maybe a little on the edge though. Did I get it on there? Wow. We shall see. Okay, and then this is the mascara that I use for my bottom lashes only. Hang on. I debated on what highlighter to use, and I always end up using this one. It's the Pat McGrath Nude Opal. It's just so pretty. Oh my gosh. Truly beautiful. This highlighter has kept me from buying so many other highlighters because I'm like, well, I have that one at home. And that says a lot. That's so pretty. All right. For the lips, I think I'm going to try the NYX Nude Beige because I don't want to do a too overly lined lip. I want to kind of leave it a little bit soft. And this one, it seems to have like a pigmentation issue. I don't know what's up with it. I swear I'm applying it, y'all. Okay, a little bit in the middle. I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild stain pen. This what shade is this? Nude Tights. And then I think I'm gonna go in with the Pat McGrath Matte Trance and Flesh 5. I'm gonna try to blot it down maybe, so it's not too over the top. Alright, I wanted a really soft lip line. A lot of the times I like to take a little eyeshadow brush and actually use a little bit of eyeshadow to like soften the liner. but I don't really have time for that today. And then I'm going to use this Lawless gloss in the middle. It is the shade Sex Pot. Just a little bit. All right. And then finally, I like to go over my natural freckles. I'm not like drawing any on, but I just go over the ones that I already have in an attempt to like gaslight people maybe into thinking I don't have foundation on. All right. Let me see how well blended this is now that I can see. um, I'm gonna add one last thing, and it is the NARS illuminating powder. I just want to put a little bit over my cheek, just to kind of jazz it up a tiny bit. I'm using this big, I think it's a BH Cosmetics brush. Just right over. Right. All right. All right, you guys, this is the final look. Close up. The eyeshadow. The base. It's definitely not covering everything, but that's okay. Very glowy. All right, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought.